It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. We know it as UJtv.
Hello, you little beasts, and welcome to the season finale and Halloween special of UJtv. I go by the name of Busisiwe, but Busi for you, and flying with me in this amazing episode is the Wicked Witch herself, Precious.
Oh, stop it, like she does mean it. I flew in by Broom GPS. I am Precious indeed, and today we've got a Halloween-packed show. We've got a zombie run app a bit later on in What's Trending. We also have a look at a zombie apocalypse in the survival guide in the Young and Fit, and also some point in the show we've got spaghetti brains. How spooky can life get?
We'll also be taking a look at some scare cam vines. I mean, it is vine season, and it is Halloween season, so why not just mesh them up together? But Chef Thobeka, tell us what's cooking.
Hello guys, and yes, it's Halloween. Today we're going to be making beautiful recipes that are of course Halloween inspired. Now let me just go through our ingredients. We have our spaghetti for our spaghetti brain, onion and tomato mix. We have our peppers that I've carved out nicely, salt and pepper, our vegetable oil for frying, and of course our garlic to keep the vampires away. We have our marshmallows that I'm going to be using to make our sweet dish, and of course my nuts that I've nicely chopped up. Alright, now we're going to start off by making our spaghetti brain, and while I get to that, let's check out what Busi is up to in the makeup desk.
Hi guys, joining us here is Hester Magson, and she is a professional makeup artist, and today she'll be showing us exactly how to do it for the Halloween theme. Thank you very much, for joining us, Hester.
Hi.
How did you even start this? How does the process start? Please take us from step one.
I did a little bit of research on the internet.
Okay.
And I got some references. So and it's all stuff that you can actually get into your house. What's in your kitchen.
Homemade stuff.
Yeah, homemade stuff. So I've used a paper cup, and I've just cut it a little bit small and stuck it on her eye with eyelash glue.
Okay.
And then I've used wax that you can buy at the hardware actually.
Oh, nice.
It's a toilet seal.
Oh, wow.
Sounds horrible, but it seals the back of the pipe of the toilet. So it's like a waxy kind of consistence.
Oh, so that's what you used for...
Yeah, and then I've just bowled around on the paper, and I pulled it forward. You can use a teaspoon's back or whatever and just pull it and make it smooth.
So how exactly do you know which colors go with which and which ones to choose? How do you choose your colors?
Well, the zombie, they're all pale.
Yeah.
When I do, it's pale colors and
because I mean,
browns
I see
and
you
blacks
use some,
and the cracks and the all black. And
is there a specific technique that you use to sort of blend all the colors?
Well, I use an airbrush.
Okay.
But you can use an aqua color that you buy at any art shop. It's a water makeup designed for this kind of thing. But I use airbrush. Airbrush is the new high definition makeup. So I'll just quickly do a little demo.
Nice. So I mean, what's so special about this? What can it do? What are the pros? What are the cons?
Airbrush is the new high definition makeup. So it's a very fine consistency of makeup. Normal makeup reads as it's quite rough. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, the molecules are quite large. These molecules are halved, and the camera reads it as a pixel. So it just looks like an instant Photoshop.
Cool.
Even now for television, you don't have to do extra things behind the scenes.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very, very much.
It's a pleasure.
I mean, this is
It's been a
informative,
pleasure.
but we'll be checking out, catching up with Hester a little bit later on. But for now, let's check out what Graham has for us with today's Young and Fit. Apparently, it's something to do with the apocalypse survival guide. I don't know, but let's check it out.
Zombies. We all worry about being ready for the zombie apocalypse, so I'm here to give you a few tips to help you survive. Keep generally fit, whether it's running, swimming, cycling, or skipping. Make sure to stay active. When the trouble starts, you're going to need to do a whole lot of climbing, running, and jumping. And if you haven't done the homework, you are going to end up a zombie snack. If you feel you aren't apocalypse ready, then best you get going. You can do anything, just get moving. Zombies aren't very fast, but you'll need to learn to run far and dodge well. You can do zigzag runs to practice your dodging skills and improve general fitness. You can do these by running at a reasonable pace and doing sudden 90-degree turns. Try to vary the distance you run before you turn so that you are ready to dodge at any moment. If all your attempts to outrun them fail and you have to defend yourself, then find a weapon and get swinging. You will have to aim carefully and hit hard, so best you practice this. You can use nearly anything that's nice and solid. So find a target and practice hitting accurately and with force. What not to do. Don't run screaming, as this will alert all the zombies in your area to your location. This applies to any other noises you may be tempted to make. Don't let your guard down. They may not be very smart, but they are very persistent, and you could get bitten if you don't watch your back. Now, these are just a few tips that should help you survive. The rest is up to you. Good luck, and I hope you make it. Now, join me again next time for more tips on how to stay, well, alive.
It's pretty clear that it is Halloween and everything, you know, but Precious, why do we celebrate it? Why, like, where does it come from?
Well, that's a very important question because a lot of people just like the costumes. You know, it's so easy to dress up as a cat or a bunny, but you don't know the essence of it. It originated in the 16th century and it's actually a Christian holiday.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
And I mean, I know that at some point, you know, it was made as All Saints Day where they celebrated all the saints and the martyrs. You know?
I love that because the real essence and my favorite part about Halloween is the fact that the costumes and all the colors, and what they basically do is they take humor and they do that to mock death, to be something like death be not proud
kind of thing, you know. And
Yes.
I know that like back then in the days, you know, people actually wore masks to kind of like just run away from the real monsters, so that the real monsters
Zombie
fought it.
apocalypse.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
very, very cool that, you know, we're actually still practicing traditions and things that were done back then.
Well, it has become westernized now, with everybody doing trick-or-treat, costume parties. That's just basically building on what was started back in the day with your pumpkins that actually captured the dead souls that we're celebrating. And Halloween is a short for a day called All Hallows Eve, All Hallows Even, All Saints Day. So it just basically got cut to Halloween because we ain't got time for that right now. It's the 21st century.
But okay, like one thing though, you know how in South Africa it's kind of like when every time we have a holiday, you know, people actually just party. You know, it's all about the parties, it's all about getting down, and people don't know what the holiday is actually about. You know, is this the same with Halloween? Do people know why they celebrate it?
Well, pretty much, but thank God for UJtv because today Lucy and I just gave you a little bit of a background. It's so important to actually dress up in a costume and know what it means. Speaking about that, witchery, potions, and evil people, let's have a look at what that other witch in the kitchen is up to in her brewery.
Okay guys, now I'm just gonna stuff in my peppers that I've carved up. Now this is really simple to do, to carve these peppers, and I'm gonna show you guys how to carve them. Make sure you use a small knife so that the detail is okay. That's the final product. And now we're just gonna stuff in our brains, our spaghetti brains, into the peppers like that.
What is this evil witch up to? What are we doing now?
Okay, I'm just stuffing my peppers now with the
Okay.
spaghetti brains, and then I'm just gonna close it up. How awesome does that look?
It looks brainy. Is this in the recipe? Please don't tell me.
Yes, it is. I added it to my
Yikes.
spaghetti. So I'm just gonna close it up like this.
Okay. Do I have to use peppers though?
No, you don't have to use peppers.
Okay.
I just did this alternative because it's easier, and you can actually use a whole pumpkin if you want, and just
Okay.
stuff it with spaghetti.
I like the idea of pumpkin.
And yeah, so while we finish up here,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just have a look. Also add a little bit of some spice magic for myself. Let's have a look at what the Zombie Run app is. What's trending with Brandon?
Hi guys and happy Halloween. Now believe it or not, we've actually found a way for you guys to combine your Halloween celebrations with your workout with the new Zombies Run mobile application. Now just like other running apps, the app uses your phone's GPS to track your location, your distance and your time. It allows you to save and monitor your progress in a less conventional way by means of integrating your workout with a zombie apocalypse themed game. Now basically what happens is you can, wherever you are, whether it's on a trail, on the road, or even on a treadmill, you can use the app. Basically a user will be named Runner 5 and hundreds of lives will be depending on you. Various scenarios and challenges are put into place in an effort for you to rebuild your base. What's really cool about it is the app strategically places locations according to your actual areas. According to your route, you have various locations which are relevant to where you actually are. Now, if you're wondering how to run and play, basically when you're running is when you're actually collecting all the supplies that you need to rebuild your base. And when you get back home, you can use those supplies to build your base from there. Now, some more features include running with your own music, which is integrated. You can actually play the music and scroll in the app. As well as interval training exercises. So it's really cool. It's just like the other apps, it really competes with them. And then finally, there's up to 160 missions or scenarios that you can use in this app, so it really will keep you guys busy. The app's available for iOS and Android. It'll cost you between 40 and 50 Rand. So guys, there really is no excuse not to do your workout this weekend. That's all from me this week. Let's see what Busi and Hester have back up at the makeup booth.
Thanks, Brandon. Hester, I'm seeing food, I'm seeing syrup, I'm seeing peanut butter. Why? What did you do with all that food?
I made my own blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of peanut butter mix and a drop of cocoa just to make the blood darker. If you don't want dark blood, it's fresh blood. You don't add the cocoa. The cocoa makes it like an older blood.
Okay.
And the more
Okay, so for new blood,
it's just the syrup and peanut butter, or just syrup and food coloring, depending on the thickness. Older blood is thicker or it's darker. And some food coloring. And I use a powder, not a liquid.
Okay.
A powder food coloring, and
just to
and then I dripped it all in her. Here it is. This one is just the syrup and
okay.
yeah, so it's quite thin, and
so that's for the new blood.
Then I just dripped it in her eye socket and
Goodness.
stuck the brush up her nose.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
cool. But can you also tell us exactly? I mean, I'm seeing her teeth are black.
Yeah,
So how did you pull that off?
Oh, that is it's part of the high definition makeup. It's a waterproof consistency makeup.
Okay.
And so we've just dried the teeth out a little bit, and it's alcohol-based makeup, so it burned her a little bit.
Oh.
But yeah, so it doesn't come off at all. It's just like stuck
Good
on her
luck.
teeth. Yeah, she's gonna brush and brush and brush tonight to get this off.
Cool. And then, do you have any tips, like for people at home who are like doing this for Halloween? Any tips that they can look out for?
Yeah, actually start looking what's around you in your kitchen. You don't have to go and pay a fortune for makeup. You don't. People think, oh, I can't go to the party because I don't have the money. But everything is actually, just use your imagination, be creative, and just play, because it's so much fun.
Cool. Thank you so much,
It's a
Hester.
pleasure.
I hope that you took some notes with all of that, because trust me, it is Halloween season, and the only way to join into the fun is to do the fun. But for now, let's check out what exactly happened with those scare cams that we put up right here at the APK campus. So let's see some vines.
I honestly don't know what I'd do if I bumped into a face like this on my way to the library on campus. Those vines are so hilarious. It's all fun and games until claws come out, right? But anyways, this looks absolutely fabulous. What is this? What are these faces?
Okay, these are our marshmallow faces.
Okay.
And what I really did is just dip them in chocolate and dip them in crushed
Pretty easy
peanuts.
for, you know, which time when I've got a busy
Yes.
potion schedule. I'm gonna give it a taste because I need a MasterChef witch. I don't trust the brains much, so I'll just do I'll stick it to the sweet stuff. That's the best way I can describe this actually. You know what? It's so beautiful and fun to celebrate Halloween when you actually understand its essence, right? My goodness, remember, you can catch me on UJFM every Wednesday from 9 p.m. till 12 a.m. Thank you so much for watching. And Busi is so lucky right now. I know I'm here, but she's got this awesome creepy crawly cake on standby. Oh, toodles, go away.
I know you're precious, right? I know you're jealous, right, Precious? Jeez. But thank you very much to Dottie Lilam for the scrumptious cake. We cannot wait to devour it. But for now, be sure to check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. Show us what you did for Halloween. Show us your outfits at UJ Television on Twitter and UJtv on Facebook. We love you. On 3, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Happy Halloween!